Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Grixis Breach. You guys remember Grixis? Remember how good it was back in the meta when no cards were banned in, well, not really no cards, but Invoke Despair, Fable, Bankbuster, none of those were banned. Well, Grixis was tearing it up, and Rakdos too. But now that those cards are all banned, we have to try out a different style. And I want to try out this deck. It is basically a Grixis control that curves out on Breach the Multiverse. It is interesting to say the least because we're running some wonky cards. We're running Dockside Chef, a 1-mana 1/2 that sacrifices an artifact or creature to draw a card. But what's fun about that is we can actually sacrifice the blood token and draw a card. So it is a very slow synergy, but that is what we're kind of scraping the bottom of the, the bucket for on the card list, and this might work. This might be amazing. I don't know. I've seen it in a few deck lists. I really want to try it out myself. So we got a Dockside Chef. He doesn't extort anyone, so we don't get a bunch of treasures, but maybe we get to draw a card, right? And then we have 4 Make Disappear because we need some good counter spells, and we have 4 Go for the Throat because we need to have some good removal spells. But as a Grixis deck go, of course, we're gonna have a 2-mana Bloodtithe Harvester as our turn 2 drop, hopefully, and a 3-mana, Corpse Appraiser as our turn 3 drop. So hopefully we get to land a black mana, a red mana, and then a blue mana on turn 1, 2, and 3. That is the dream. That is how Grixis can stay in the metagame, or stay relevant in the metagame. So that's why we have 4 off in each of those. And then we have 2 Brotherhoods, and I only run 2 in the deck because we have our own creature, so hopefully our creature removal is good enough to not let our opponent's board get too wide. But if it does, Brotherhood's End, it's gonna do that. What's great about Brotherhood's End is also it deals damage to Planeswalkers, so if our opponent's playing a Super Friends deck, we can end their friendship. Maybe. And then we have 2 of Nyxlis, the Adversary. For card draw, for Devils, they're all pretty good, but there is a hidden combo in the deck I'll talk a little bit about later. So that's Ob, the Adversary. Then we have 4 Sheoldred, of course, as any black deck goes. Sheoldred is amazing. But outside of 4 Sheoldred, we also have 2 Ertai Resurrected as a hard counterspell in case our opponent's playing a very scary deck. Ertai Resurrected can counter a big spell like their Breach the Multiverse, or if our opponent's trying to, play a Trax or something, Ertai might be able to counter it. And Ertai also kills a creature Planeswalker, so it's good modo effect. But it does allow opponents to draw a card, so hopefully it'll synergize with Sheoldred. Then 2 Breach the Multiverse, 2 Etali, Primal Conqueror. Not much to say about those 2 cards. They always go well together. And of course, we want to breach into Etali. That's our favorite, where we can breach into another free spell. Right? And let's talk about a hitter synergy. If we breach the Multiverse into, let's say, 2 cards, right? And 1 is our opponent's big spell, or if we breach into Etali and our Etali hits Nyxlis, guess what? A Nyxlis can come in, sacrifice our Etali, and we get to draw 7, or for the, let me talk about this a little bit more clear, right? Right here you can say, the Etali says you can cast any number of spells among the non-land cards exiled this way without paying its mana cost. So we can cast the Nyxlis. While we're casting Nyxlis, we should be able to casualty it. I haven't tried it out yet, but, the spell should says allow you, as you cast the spell, you may sacrifice a creature. So we can sacrifice a Tally to copy the Nyxlis spell, but that copy is going to come in with 7. Right? This is 7, so it's going to come in with 7 loyalty. And if we need to draw cards, -7 on that copy, give us 7 cards. If we don't need to draw cards, we need to close out a game, -7 on our opponent, they draw 7 cards and they die. So that's definitely an effect that could happen. So that is the hidden synergy of the deck. And then the land base, the same Grixis land base, 26 lands, because we're pretty top heavy. We got Otawara, Swamp, Takenuma, and then 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 3 Stormcarved Coast, 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, 4 Haunted Ridge, 4 Xander Lounge, right? A very basic Grixis mana base. You can see that we don't have Murex, we don't have Field of Ruin. Is that the card to destroy non-basic lands? We don't really have any of those because we are, even though we're control, we're not the late game control. We're kind of the mid game control until we combo off. Right, that's the idea of the deck, and I want it to work. I really want it to work because it looks very fun. But again, I have not really tried out this deck yet, so I'm gonna find out whether or not it works. Go to standard ranked. Oh, I was playing a Grixis combo deck in a bot match just to see whether or not I can get that combo to work. I cannot get it to work. So that's why I'm trying to play the good old Grixis control. Maybe one day when I figure out how to get that Grixis combo to work, I'll show that off too. But right now, Grixis control I think is the best version of Grixis. That or Singularity, but Singularity is kind of a different style of deck. So I want to try out a more control-y style. We're gonna go first. We get 1 drop into 3 drop, and we have 4 mana. I'm gonna keep because we have a 1 drop, and that's rare. Now, gonna let me say hi. There you go. Alright, my chef is here. We're playing against Demetrius Popov. What? Alright, well, I am very confused, but opponent does what opponent does. Mono white control, blue white control. Ambitious farmhand. No, we got nothing to play, so we're just gonna pass turn here. Go for the throw, hold up is good, but not great. I mean, I can go for the throw the farmhand. Is that really a good spell to do? I'm sure he has a counterspell somewhere. Should I have played the land? I should have played the Corpse Appraiser first in case I get a different... I mean, he can counter this. I'm playing too actively, which is sometimes the problem with when I play control decks against other control, because I just don't want to think about it. They're gonna outvalue me in the long run, probably. Now I can have Op. Do I want to Op? Or I want to hold up Ertai? I want to hold up Ertai. Now they're out mana-ing me, and now I come back with the mana. So the reason why I didn't want to play Op is because it's very easily to get killed, right? And it's a lot better if I can Ertai his spells instead. Now he wants a Memory Deluge. He has not that much mana. So instead of drawing 2 cards, let's let him draw 1 card. That way I can get Ertai out and counter the spell. You draw 1 card. And no picks. So that does not give him, you know, card advantage. Ambitious farmhand, that's okay. He's gonna get a playing, which then he can use on the Memory Deluge. That's bad. And I'm not gonna attack because he can have Wandering Emperor. Right, that's definitely not the smart thing to walk into an Emperor here. So let's just casualty our Ertai. He's gonna dissipate the copy? No, he dissipates the original. That makes
After a
little bit sense. It's not like we're really gonna bring it back. So
finally, a new
make a devil.
conquest.
And we'll make a
work
chef.
for me now, Runt.
We can sacrifice the devil to draw a card. The fairy. That's interesting.
The duel doesn't mean we have to be overly serious. Lighten up. I am here to learn.
I will go for the throw the farmhand since I need to kill the fairy fast. That's a tap land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, 6 lands. Well,
By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
he's gonna Gonjo my chef. I'm gonna sacrifice my chef. That's a very good card against the fairy.
Feisty dance partner.
So if you want to draw a lot of cards, he's going to have to eat it. If he doesn't want to draw a lot of cards and you want to board wipe, we have Breach. I hope it works that way. Let's see what he actually does. Lay down arms. The best answer to what I have.
It's nice to see a familiar face.
Alright, well. What to do here? Does he have a last counterspell? I have to play it this turn because I top decked the land. Right? Let's see. I can make him discard. He's not going to discard. He's just going to take 2 life. So it's really nothing here. Here's a counterspell. I'm just going to quit. Yep. GG. Not playing this out. Top deck land against a counterspell deck with the fairy on board. I can't kill it. And I think I played that game well enough that if my top deck wasn't a land, we might have the game on our hand, but it's Against that deck, we did not draw the best of our ability, and that's unfortunate. But again, like I said, we're not a counter. We're a combo deck. We get to go first, which is good. Well, no, we get to have 3 lands, which is good. We don't get to go first, which is bad. But I'm going to keep because I have 2 removal. Like I was saying before, though, we are a combo deck, so it's very important that we get our combo on. And if our combo gets countered, then we're not playing a very fun game. Turn 2, nothing. Alright, so he wants to cut down our Bloodtithe Harvester or go for the Throat Harvester. Either way, I'm okay with it. It's a 1-for-1, and if it trades, didn't even trade. I was gonna say if it trades with a cut down, then at the very least, I'm not wasting the card. Oh, Phyrexian Arena. Well, okay, so I'm gonna Darkslick Chef. I can draw 2 cards next turn. But the arena is pretty scary because he draws a lot of cards. And he probably gains a lot of life in that deck. So hopefully my Etali can hit something scary. He might also have a Breach. He might also be a Breach deck. Duress. Well, what can he duress? Nothing really. Good luck. My big cards are not duressable. That is the last card I would have duressed out because his deck does not run out that many things. Phyrexian Fleshgorger. Okay, that's why he duressed. Or that's why he took the Brotherhood's End as a duress. A little late for Lenny. That is not what I wanted to see. So I'll attack with the Bloodtithe Harvester since it won't block. Still not a land. Alright, we missed a land turn 3, so that's game. Opponent went first, so they're gonna have 5 lands to our 3. And next turn, even if we get a land, there's nothing really we can play that will blow this out. Oh no, 3 damage. Evolve Sleeper. The Brotherhood End is looking pretty enticing. And a Soaring.
Violence is necessary to set things right.
Go for the throw. Alright, we got a tap land.
Wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Tap land it is. That Evolved Sleeper can't do anything. Interesting.
Can I help you?
Let me appraise some corpse. My own corpse. Also tap lands. I don't think I need another Make Disappear. Tap lands are gonna be better than nothing, is what I meant to say. Well, Grixis is a very strong deck, but you do need to draw lands for any deck to have an effect. Oh boy, we're gonna be on the very bad side of the game. What else is gonna play? Sheoldred. Vampire. Well,
You can deal with my servant.
am I going to kill Sheoldred? That'll give me 3 mana left. I don't draw a 3 mana card, so give me 2 mana left. I am gonna kill Sheoldred. No attack, end turn. It's a lot of card advantage our opponent's getting. That Brotherhood's End is looking pretty good picks. I don't know. I didn't know he was going to play that. I didn't know I was going to not draw a land for like 3 card draws. Right? I didn't draw a land for 3 card draws on turn 3, and that was what cost us the game. We're behind a whole turn. If we were 1 turn ahead, that last turn would have been different. Every turn would have been different. And, well, it is what it is. Does he want to play a spell though? I'm pretty sure he does. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll block this way. One turn off. One whole turn off. Hey, you know, if I draw Brotherhood's End as I top deck, that would be amazing. Guess what I'm gonna draw? Probably a land now. Ertai? Worse than a land. Actually, it wouldn't matter because the Mishra's Factory will kill me, so good game. Not for me, for him, because he landed all his cards and I didn't land any of my cards. The Dockside Chef was what really saved us from dying in turn 3, but it still was not good enough when the Shuffler wanted us to lose, right? I do think this deck has legs, but unfortunately, unlike when I was playing Mono White or Mono Black, when I'm playing Grixis, it's very easy to tell that Arena does not like Grixis. It does not want you to win, so it's going to do everything it can to give you bad hands. I go first. Now I have 4 lands, so I'm guessing in this game, I'm going to draw our lands. Well, we do have Sheoldred. We never even get to land our Sheoldred, and we had it turn 1. Alright, so red. We got to go first against a red deck. That's interesting. That almost never happens. Okay, so I'm going to play a Swamp for sure here, but there is a consideration to be made. Do I want to Bloodtithe Harvester and have it just removed? Or do I want to go for the throw his creature that he's going to play next turn? Right? That saves me some damage. Whereas in this is just going to get burned. Nope. I still play it. I need to play Sheoldred turn 4. And I want him to use his removal on Bloodtithe Harvester so that he doesn't use it on Sheoldred. And more importantly, I might have to play Xander turn 3. Or, yeah, turn 3 so that I can still go for the throw. Yeah, it's going to come in to get removed. That's pretty obvious. Is he going to attack the dragon? He is attacking the dragon. See, we have to play the Xander Lounge here so that we can play Sheoldred next turn. Phoenix Chick? Felden. Alright, I gotta be very careful here because this dragon is actually scary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go for the throw the dragon. Darkslick Shores. Let's do it. Enjoy the apocalypse. Alright, the thing about it is if he attacks, I definitely do not block. Also, I got a blood token, which is pretty good. That gives me 2 life at cost of 1 mana. It's like a tiny food. Alright, food is 2 mana for 3 life, so... Even Devastator. Well, now I'm gonna block if he attacks. He does not attack with those. Not gonna casualty off my... actually... Might be better if I draw a card first. See what I get. Always draw first. Etali. Well, that's not good enough for anything. Give me that 1/1.
Go sow some chaos or die.
Alright, I almost thought about attacking with Sheoldred there, but that would be wrong because if he taps out like he did with the Shivan Devastator, I can still block. And the Obs is gonna die for sure. But that's okay. I gotta play something. And it helps me protect against the 1 damage for a turn. Full attack on me. That's interesting. So I'm gonna block here. I'm gonna draw all the 7 drops. I have 4 7-drops in the deck, so pitching that land might have been, you know, ambitious.
No one beats me and survives.
Another Phoenix chick. Very good for our opponent. Very bad for us. The Darkslick Sheriff is very good, and I don't want to sacrifice it. But that means that I cannot... casualty it.
I'm gonna remake this town in my image. Oh, I have a job for you.
So if Sheoldred's not blocking... Actually, if he uses up all his mana, I might block with Sheoldred. Because he's definitely using 2 for the Phoenix chick. Now, a Lightning Strike does blow out the Sheoldred too. Does he have a Lightning Strike? Maybe he'll kill the... No, I don't want the chef to die. Do I want any of these? I might just need the card draw then. He definitely has a play still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
My revenge will be cruel and painful.
That is a cool and unusual punishment. Alright, so we can deal 1 damage while he's attacking so that he can't bring it back. That means I miss a land drop this turn. Pass to block. We'll block here. And... do we just block one, or do we block two? We might have to block two, right? If he lightning strikes... we can counter it. Sack my chef for an extra card draw. Go for the throw. And a land. Alright, we go for the throw. I think we can race. I gotta put a stop to his combat before he goes into combat. Why is he holding back the Felden? Makes no sense. Kumano? Alright, I'm at 4. Now I'm at 6. Oh. This is important. This is very important. I'm on Etali. Give me something good. Ertai. And a chick. And GG. I mean, he's at 6. I could have just attacked and won. But, it's fine. Grixis wins the game. I do think the deck is very, very strong. And if you take this deck to play your friend, or, you know, go into a tournament and maybe have a good sideboard, you'll get a lot of wins. But on Arena, you won't, because Arena cheats, and they cheat against this deck specifically. They don't want one deck to be too overpowered, so what they do is they're going to cheat against it as much as they can. You see how Obnixilus was very good in the game that we were playing, even though it was not meant for against Mono Red. This is basically the worst card to play against Mono Red because it doesn't get that much value. But we're able to kind of use it for our advantage's sake because we were able to land Sheoldred, right? Sheoldred is just the MVP against Mono Red. If you can land one, even if the game's cheating against you, landing one Sheoldred kind of gets you the game. Now, you can see this whole deck is about curving out to these 2 7-drops, but it has 26 lands to do that. But the thing is, you might not be able to because the game is going to cheat against you, not give you lands, and give you cards, give you these cards opening hand, even though there's only 4 of them. That happens, but overall, I would still say this is a very strong deck for a fair matchup. And if you play enough of it, you're going to have fun with it. And you definitely have to play enough of it because if you start playing this, you're going to get cheated against like I did today. It's a very fun deck. It's got a lot of dimensions, and I do think, you know, these type of deck where it's control until combo is my favorite. It's the type of deck where you have an endgame plan and you're just drawing out till that plan, and that plan is not your opponent quitting. The plan is killing your opponent, which is a lot more fun than kind of the draw go and, hey, do you have any more cards? If you don't, you should just quit now kind of play, because those are very drawn out and there's anticlimactic. This type of deck is very climatic. Is that a word? Basically, you got Breach into Etali, and your opponent looks at the scary board that you summon, and then, you know, invokes their despair. So that's kind of the way I think this deck should go, and it's very fun. I still strongly recommend it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.